The National Economic Council rose from its second meeting of the year today with a resolution on how the $1 billion Sovereign Wealth Fund will operate in order to meet the agenda set for it by the federal government. Briefing journalists after the meeting, the Minister of Finance and Coordinating Minister of the Economy, Dr. Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala, said the operation of the fund will be in three areas, namely Stabilization Fund, Infrastructure Fund and Future Generation Fund. On the signing of the 2013 budget, the minister said President Goodluck Jonathan is having constructive engagement with the leadership of the National Assembly and is keen on having the budget signed.
We have been in very constructive dialogue with the National Assembly, and it's still ongoing, trying to iron out areas of differences within the budget. As you know, it's a give and take type of process. But at the end of the day, I think we are having a constructive engagement on the issue. Mr. President obviously is very keen to make sure that this goes well so that he can have a budget he can implement. And that's where we are. And therefore, you have seen us having this series of meetings. And I think it's a good sign that we are talking to each other. And we'll continue talking to see where we can make headway and get. Everybody wants the budget to be signed as soon as possible. But we also want a budget to be signed that we can implement. And that is what we are discussing at the moment in a very constructive atmosphere. The issue of the Sovereign Wealth Fund was extensively discussed because the CEO, Mr. Uche Oji, gave us all an update on where the fund starts. And I'm very happy to say that a lot has happened, I think, since the CEO came on board. We've managed to put a governance system in place. The board is in place. The CEO and the Chief Risk Officer in place. And they've actually prepared investment strategies for the three windows of the fund. You know, there's a stabilization window, there's an infrastructure investment window, and a future generations window. And the $1 billion that has been put aside will be allocated into the three windows, and then investments can begin shortly according to the strategy.